It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And up next is Deion Jones, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Falcons and the Panthers on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former 2nd overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
Mariota, that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 30. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a playbook somewhat, is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 73 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota, and he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. first and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. Off the play fake, Mariota. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Brandon Smith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On second and goal, Mariota, and the pressure gets to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Panthers ready to go here as they take the field on offense, led by a third-round rookie out of Mississippi, Matt Corral.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set. Just shy of the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 11 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The Panthers at 5-4 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Algier will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now Mayfield. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. A give up the middle. Hubbard down to about the 22 here. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Got Anderson on the slant, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. First down, Mariota. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals. It wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games coming up this weekend, beginning with the NFL's first ever game in Germany. Seattle and Tampa Bay from Allianz Arena in Munich. Oh, that'll be fun. Later in the afternoon, a lot of the country will be watching the game at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it'll be the Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And then finally, Monday Night Football. It's our first look at the Commanders on a Monday night as they travel to Philly for a good one. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5, and they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. A good pickup there at 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On the play fake, Corral. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Second down and goal. Corral. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Mariota, eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Mariota. And complete to Drake London. On the move past the 40. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 67 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. First down, Mayfield. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, Patterson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This will be caught by Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 3 yards remain for second down. They go play action. Mariota. That's taken in by Ferkser. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back.
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they got the lead in the football. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Straight ahead, Patterson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On first down, going back to Patterson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run with Patterson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? Remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
They'll give it to Patterson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart that they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay short, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Falcons, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.